Astronauts to the moon.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
It's me, former President Donald Trump. You're watching the best show in the history of the internet, okay? It's Big League. It's better than anything from China. Way better than the China virus and the Chinese space program. So fake. We've got your hosts, David Weiss, DITRH. Yes, Dave, I got the Flat Earth app. I gifted it to Barron. Melania loves it. Jared's a fan, and so is Netanyahu. They all love it. They also all love Alex Stein, my guy. Primetime 99 on the grind all the time. Sure, he's a little annoying, but he grew on me big time. And then there's Jared, who runs the best channel on YouTube, hands down. Well, mine's better, but he's in second. I'm gonna become a patron, Jared, so I can watch the second half of the Jaredism show. Consider it done. Welcome, everyone, to the Baby Truther Show, Thursdays at 12 noon Pacific. I gotta run for now. I'm getting sick and gotta get off this boat.
He's got to get off that boat. Welcome, everybody. It's Baby Truther, episode number 3. Welcome to the show. It's very exciting. Happy you're here. Let's bring on the guys. We've got Dave Weiss sitting in front of the globe. Dave, that's nice. What are you doing to us? Come on, man.
Sometimes you gotta globe a little bit.
You got to globe a little bit.
You gotta globe a little bit. We have a little problem that we need to discuss right at the beginning, though.
Do we?
After you introduce Mr. Alex Stein.
There's already a problem, of course. Sorry, the complaint department. Let's see, is this a human resources show? Yeah, bring me on, Jared. No, why don't you bring me on, Jared? I'd like to hear this. I'd like to be introduced at least. I'm a young, I deserve that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all the time. He's prime time. He's right here.
Prime time!
He's on the grind. No, we don't want to see any stripping.
No, it's just a little teasing. It's a little strip tease is what they call that because it's illegal for me to strip.
Neil deGrasse Tyson used to be a stripper?
Come on,
maybe, but it's actually illegal.
That's what somebody said.
Really?
No, but since I'm a licensed stripper, it's actually illegal for me to dance outside of the licensed strip club in Texas. I'm subject to a fine. I could lose my stripping license. Yes. Okay. So thank you for having me on, and thank you for the being here with the esteemed Baby Truther Show. And for the people that don't realize, guys, this is a pre-show for the patrons only stream. So if you want to be, if you want to see the exclusive content, join the Patreon. Okay, David, what are you going to complain about? Let's hear it.
Oh, no, it's not me complaining. It's a situation, and it'll lead into one of the first topics we wanted to talk about, which was, first, I forget what movie it was, but just imagine that a bunch of blue-collar workers are working in a warehouse together for years, and they become best buddies, and then one of them, without asking, gets promoted to management. What happens to that friendship?
It would get messed up.
They get kind of resentful, and they shouldn't be because they're still the same friends. The person did not ask to be promoted; they just were promoted. So the other day, during RV's live stream, he told me I am no longer a Baby Truther. I think you heard this.
That's not true. That's not true.
He did say it.
Well, and
Alex is the definitive authority.
You're accepting that, and you're accepting that,
and you're.
You
He
can't
is the
accept it.
definitive authority.
No,
on
no,
who is
he's
the baby
not.
truther.
Fake news. If you accept that,
it's true.
that just shows you're a cuck, dude. You have to deny it and always no, because the fact that he excluded you and now you're running there like a baby back bitch just shows that you have no integrity as a truther, and that I hope you go there because a true baby truther is pure. A true, as a Christian
Right.
would
So,
say.
Jaren,
No, let me say.
guys.
I have to make this one point. I have to make this one point. I have to make this.
All right, so let me tell the story real quick
Wait, no.
because-
I
so-
have to make this one point. I have to make this one point because a Christian thinks this is a Christian thing. I have to make this one point. Christians say, I don't ever say it's like a natural sin or whatever. Babies don't have natural sin. A baby truther doesn't have natural baby truth sin, so it's better to be a baby truther. So you can go to the evil side to the top. That's what I'm saying. So you're not going to get into truth heaven. So tell RV that. Me and Jaron, like a baby would go into heaven. Adult doesn't because they sin. So we're going to truth heaven. You're going to truth hell. Sorry, I'll stay here in truth heaven.
So Alex can't understand how you and RV made up, and I just explained, me, you, and RV, we don't have vaginas, so we don't. When guys are angry at each other, what do? They punch each other, and then it's over, right?
Yes, age, yes, and but I do agree with Alex that we are not past the age of consent, so we're going straight to the pearly gates. You, on the other hand, fire and brimstone, my
People
friend.
say that that's going to happen just because of my tribe. So what's the difference?
I'm not gonna.
I knew you'd like that, Jaron. I knew that would work because that's some
But
real
let me tell you what
heavy.
happened. Somebody messaged me yesterday on Patreon. They're like, or the other day, and said, RV's talking about you guys talking about his T-shirt. And I was like, shit, man. I was like, we're just joking. Like, come on, guy. Like, it doesn't need to be that big of a topic. So I go check it out, and he's there, and he's laughing about it. He thought it was hilarious. I'm like, dude, RV's a stand-up guy. That's impressive to me. Because, again, we're just making fun. We're just having a little fun. And here's the thing. I totally accept being a baby truther. I accept it. I'll adopt it. I'll put it on my shirt. If that's what I am, I need to grow up then. I'm not quite where RV is yet, but maybe one day. One day.
RV said he's going to make a hit video about Alex, hitting on his shirt, which took him 3 days to make.
No, he didn't.
And,
He said it took him no time.
That's what or maybe he said 2 days. But no, I have the text. I can show you the text if you don't believe me.
He sent me a private message, and no, he said it took him 2 hours, which I still don't believe. There's no way. Say it didn't take 2 hours, but okay, whatever. Yes.
And I thought that would.
I don't give a fuck. It's the laziest shirt ever, and he is only joking.
Then he said he was only joking. So I thought it would be funnier if he did do it, but.
It is a funny shirt. It is a funny joke. I love it. I'm just saying.
It's a terrible shirt. Let's be honest.
It's lazy though. It's lazy.
Is there any way to set the mute button so Alex has to wait 15 seconds before unmuting?
I don't know.
I
How to
would
do
love that.
That would be a great feature. Zoom, if you're listening, I know you are listening because there's a lot of people listening that don't admit it. Create that 15-second mute timeout. That'd be awesome.
That'd be sweet. That'd be good. Maybe we can do it with my little pad here. I can figure out how to do it. I don't know, one of these buttons. So in the second,
speaking of that, I bet there's some much better service than Zoom that's like for video conferencing out there that we don't know about. There has to be some like premier badass stuff.
People's pictures around, and then when Marty comes, it's gonna. By the way, we have Marty Leeds joining us to talk about whether or not
math is reality.
Right, whether or not math is reality. Because I'm sure that RV would call that.
That's baby truther.
Right. I don't know. Wouldn't he say that?
Yes. Well, I don't know. He likes math. He probably likes Fibonacci sequence and all that shit.
I think we can all argue about the nature of math and its
gonna be fun
relation to reality, but we're all actually on the same page. We just have different ways to say it. I think.
Correct. Right.
The hell do I know?
But we'll find out. I want to hear from Marty, so he'll be on in the second half. We'll also, if you'll allow us, shouldn't we pay our respects to the great DMX?
Yeah, David kind of posted some disrespectful shit on DMX this week.
What the fuck? Disrespect?
Yeah,
that was most respect.
I'm just fucking with you. I knew as soon as I saw that video, I was like, I'm going to troll David and say that it's disrespectful because he didn't know anything about DMX. And you had the exact reaction that I expect you to have. I knew you were going to be like, oh, shit. And did you see I put RIP? Instead of writing a rude comment, I was like, I'm going to troll David for posting a DMX. Because, David, you've never bought one Rough Riders Anthem album. Have you ever?
I believe I have a DMX CD.
You do have one?
Well then
I do.
Then I'm wrong.
Nice. I wouldn't think you would.
Then I'm wrong.
I don't think he has one. I think he's lying. There's no way. There's no way. But Dave, let me ask you this, because this will find out whether or not it's really Baby Truther.
And wait, hold on. And no, I don't have a spray tan. I go out in the sun. I get vitamin D. I'm a human being. I don't have a spray tan. This is my
That's not true. For 15 minutes before the show, he was trying to fix the color on his lights. So that's
because I was orange, like Trump.
Yes. So Dave, but here comes the real Baby Truth question. Is DMX dead?
That's Baby Truther.
I have no idea, but
yeah,
checking in.
Yeah.
So we'll pay respects to DMX.
Maybe. I mean, if you want to believe he was killed by the vaccine, yeah, he's dead. If you want to believe it was an overdose, no, it's a fake death. I don't know.
And then we've got, like I said, Marty Leeds, and then we can talk about, I don't know, mutant viruses. We'll talk about that in an hour or two. And do some other fun stuff. And then we'll take your calls. So that's all happening in the second half. In this first half, however, we're going to talk lots of flat earth stuff going on, Dave. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with PSYOP by Man Dan.
Is teleprompter by Man Dan?
Teleprompter by Man Dan. I was watching that video you sent, and did you see how many edits there are? Even just, like it's worse. It's worse than the ISS when they're taking a shower or something.
Alex is more in tune with the streaming world than we are. Alex, what is with the people on YouTube that do the constant cuts? Every scene is a cut.
Oh, I think this is why they explain why they do it is because they think the shorter the video, the more views it's going to get. Because that's I think what they say in YouTube, like streaming school. Not that I've been to that, but like YouTube streaming tips, shorter the better. And that's like David Dobrik. I don't know if that's truth, but they're always editing shit. So they do what they call, isn't that called jump cuts? I guess it's always just jumping to whatever the fuck.
I can't stand
it. It bugs you that much? It doesn't.
What's her
even
face
bug
does
me.
it, and I like it when she does it though. She's good.
Oh,
yeah, I kind of like it. Well, it's fun. I mean, I'm saying that's Jared. Some people are kind of good at it. I mean, it's kind of annoying because
Dave. What's her name, Dave? Because Alex and I were crushing on her.
It's what's her face. That's her name.
Oh, what's her face is the channel's name?
Is the channel name? Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't find her name. Her name's What's Her Face.
Yeah, she's
That's
awesome.
an annoying name.
You like when she does.
But inside by Man Dan, his edits kind of remind me of NASA videos.
Well, that's because he's saying a bunch of shit he has to repeat. Dude, his shit is so fake. Like, his shit is so bad.
And Jared, you pegged him for reading a teleprompter.
He's totally reading a teleprompter. 100%.
Oh, 100%. Because I didn't realize how easy that is. It's just an iPad with an app on it, and you just hold it. I didn't realize how easy that is. So
they can even put it in front of your camera, but you still can tell when somebody's looking at the camera that their eyes go like they're reading. So I'll bring it up in here, and we will show you. I don't know. It's the easiest way to do that. Hold on, I got to think real quick. I forgot what we do on this one. I don't remember how I did this last time. Somehow it worked. Let's make sure I can show everybody, and you guys have to be able to see too. So let me go share screen and multiple people. Here we go. But yeah, tell us what else happens here, Dave. What else are we going to see? Oh, we do screen one.
His arguments are the dumbest things ever. I do watch his videos occasionally just to see how stupid. Like, I'm like, maybe he's going to say something that's going to be tough. That's going to put a little pressure on us. It's all just garbage. And it's the number of views that matter. Like, if more people see his stuff, then more people, might believe his shit.
First of all, let's point this out real quick. You can see, right? Everybody's good?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember, this is a man who has Carl Sagan's name tattooed on his arm and has a picture of him on the wall behind him. Okay? How much more buy can you get than having imagine if I had some guy's names tattooed on me and then his picture was behind me on this brick wall. Wouldn't you have
honestly, dude, I don't know his bias or whatever, but he just sucks, dude. I don't know. I like the fact that he gets these guys tattooed on his thing. It's a character. That's a thing. It's just a performance art. It's like Marina Abramovich or something. He's just fully into character.
Paint a globe on his wall.
That's got to be a green screen, no?
No,
that's wallpaper.
Oh,
that's a wallpaper.
Wall?
Yeah,
that's
you got shelves on here, and come on. All right, so as you can see here, where his eyes are now, maybe I could take this into an editor and zoom in and show you, but he's clearly reading. He has to read his whole entire script. We need sound. Sorry.
Constantly growing, and that every day
you'll see him keep glancing this way.
Up. Well, I'm not convinced, so I've decided.
And then he cuts it. I think he maybe cuts where he thinks he's obviously reading. But you can, I mean, if you could zoom in here, I bet you can see the reflection of the
Roughly
teleprompter.
try and test this theory
Every
out.
once in a while, he'll look to this side.
How would you do that, Dan? I hear you all ask. Well, recently I watched a video of Cosmic
It's like when he
Skeptic
looks,
who
he cuts it. It's so weird. It's like he looks to the teleprompter. Watch where he has this jump cut.
ask. Well, recently I watched a video of Cosmic Skeptic who
Weird.
went on the website
Very
Omegle,
weird.
where he was asking for people to try and change his mind on the subject
Now,
of veganism.
this is where I don't trust somebody. Tell me how honest this sounds when he goes and shills for this coffee company here, right? So, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
What's Omegle though? Hey, before I had this stupid coffee company, but what the fuck's Omegle? Is that what is that? Do you know
I
what
guess
that is?
Omegle is he describes it as a Zoom call with random people. You know who used to do it was Hoary Sheet. Hoary Sheet used to do flat smacking or something, right? He would go around and talk to people.
I'm like chat roulette. That's weird. Like David, I mean, that's weird.
Now watch this shill. Watch this shill right here.
Flat Earth Friday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin with today's video, a quick thank you and shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Trade Coffee.
Trade Coffee.
My coffee consumption on the day that homeschooling started skyrocketed. And to be honest, I'm a bit bored of it. With Trade, you can discover new coffees from the nation's best local roasters. Trade matches you with your own personal selection of coffee and ships
The
straight
best
from-
local roasters. Give me a
It's
fucking
the best
break.
coffee I've ever had, Alex. It's the best coffee. They just happen to send me some free, and it's the best I've ever had. What are the chances of that?
What are the chances? 1 in a million.
First off, you take
wow. So, anyway, he goes on to describe himself going to. And Dave, I don't know how far you watched. I just watched a little bit, but I saw him totally cut out
see
part of the
how I get
conversation.
on.
Right? Yeah. So he's basically going on Omegle and talking to people saying,
Is that like what?
Oh, it's
what is
chat
that? Is that
roulette.
like chat
Okay,
roulette?
see, I didn't know that. Yeah, this is basically what it is.
So the
I-
reason he's not finding flat earthers there is because we're not stupid.
we don't go to chat roulette.
We don't go to chat roulette. It's like fishing in a pond looking for cats.
Yeah, or deer.
Well, it's much.
Yeah,
it's
I keep
quite
catching
worse than
fish,
that.
Therefore,
Dave-
there's no cats.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
David, it's quite worse than that. It's really very sad. It's because he's so alone. He's so like sheltered that he can't find individuals
he has his
that
mother.
don't.
She's right upstairs.
What I'm saying is he has no real
I
friends
think he's
other than
married and
internet.
has children, at least if you believe what he says.
I'm just saying, but he doesn't leave his house, so this is like how he has to do it. He has to meet like random strangers on the internet. Like it's like me. I have to go on the street and do it. I get it. It's kind of desperate. Like this is what he has to do is because his shtick. He can only tell his audience so much. Like. I mean, he's just running out of shtick, so that's what he's trying to do. This Omegle thing. It's really kind of sad if he's a scientist, you know.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna try
play a few.
Yeah, I'll play it while I add this. Let me go here, and here we go. This is him trying to find
globe
flat
change my mind. No, why you should change your mind if Earth is a globe?
I'm fishing for flat earthers.
That means there must be a lot of flat earthers.
Well, and you see how good he does off the teleprompter as
Earth
well.
is a globe. Change my mind. Okay. Well, you're kind of correct on that. I mean, you could always say the Earth is flat.
Earth is a football.
Yeah.
Not flat though, no.
Where's my teleprompter? Yeah.
No, it's not flat.
Not flat. It's
Good.
flat.
Good. Just what I like to hear.
What is it saying?
Earth is a globe. Change my mind.
Oh. It's not a globe, man.
Same thing.
Yo, it's you again.
Okay, now notice here. Notice he starts out by saying, "Hey, it's you again."
It's you again. Yeah. What
Right.
have
So
you
he's already talked to him, and why isn't he showing that? Why? Is because I think this guy is schooling him on flat Earth. Listen.
You want another go?
You want another go?
Another go.
What do you mean? They already talked. They've already had a conversation.
I'll tell you what. Your arguments were very good. However,
your arguments were very good. However, what happened? Why would that not be in the video? Where's that part?
However, you're talking about pictures from space, didn't you?
I'm just talking about things in general as me, not as in someone's been up there and taken pictures and studied it. They have.
Okay. Okay. What about the?
They tell me.
What about the Japanese weather satellite that takes a photo every 10 minutes?
Oh boy.
This is a good photo, but my problem is, that's my problem.
So what?
Nothing can come back from this Earth because of the radiation of the big cluster of radiation we have when we come out of Earth, right?
So
listen to his problem with this too. What is his problem with
that Japanese satellite, which takes photos every 10 minutes? You're saying they're creating a CGI Earth every 10 minutes?
No,
we're
saying that the CGI.
It's just the same Earth, yeah.
That's the same Earth. You created it one time, and every 10 minutes you update the cloud patterns, and then you
on top of it
off to people. And the thing is, it doesn't even come out every 10 minutes. It takes like a half hour for that thing to render. And this guy's right when he starts saying, "Well, those are just numbers." And well, what's wrong with that? That it's data coming from so-called space, getting processed, and then it comes out as whatever the hell you want it to look like.
No, what I'm saying to you is how they get these photos back is translated through numbers.
Right.
Everything is coded.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Right? So
what's wrong with that?
What I'm trying to say is,
what Dan is saying is that they could send anything from so-called space. It could be little pictures of aliens. It could be whatever, and he has to believe it because it's coming from space. You don't even have a brain to say, meh, maybe not. Maybe I should question this.
Done by an actual number, that's a code, right? That's not what I see with my eye. That's a number.
You're talking about binary.
It's artificially taken something. It's had to compress it to make it small to get it back here. Then it's converted into a number, and then we put that number to where we need to make a color, to make whatever it is. Mm-hmm. My problem is with something that's being compressed. Right, from compression, that's my problem. Picture, good. No problems there.
Okay.
But the compression, from compression to here, right, there could be multiple things that could get disturbed. There could be numbers missing. There could be numbers added. I couldn't tell you because I don't do the numbers.
Okay.
But this guy's speaking pure facts, and this guy's probably like he's probably shit-faced. They're probably in the same country.
And he says again, he talks to him and says, "Oh, you again?" And, "Oh, you got all these." So obviously, he already talked to him. That didn't make the video.
The Japanese satellite.
But this guy's like ripping cigarettes backwards hat. Like this guy's way fucking cooler than Simon Dan could ever be. You know,
who do I want to hang out with? This guy. I guarantee this guy right here has 0 men's names tattooed on him.
Exactly.
What I want to know is, are the Japanese Space Agency CGIing a photo of Earth every 10 minutes? Is that what you're saying?
Just the clouds.
Every space agency has to. Remember, you're talking about a radiation belt. Right?
What, you're talking about the banana
radiation belt? Right, yeah.
Okay.
So think about it. This is my problem with the Apollo missions as well. Is astronauts got past that belt and survived. Well done.
Yeah.
They used that using the spaceship they were in. Have you seen the design of the spaceship? Have you seen the aluminiums, what they've used, and the metals? That can't withstand some of the pressures and some of the heat.
What does he say to this?
Of what it should do, but it did because they come back.
Well,
they're fine.
Remember, he's got no teleprompter.
What did he say?
How can you bring something back on tape that once you go through radiation?
Look at him squirming! Look at him squirming!
This is why he doesn't do live interviews.
Yes.
Of the lunar lander on the moon. That isn't the thing that they went there in. That was just specifically for landing on the moon. That was encased inside the actual spaceship.
Yeah, no
whilst
shit.
They got to the moon. So it's protected.
Yeah.
All right, happy with that?
What?
Yeah.
No, what? That blasted off. It landed and blasted off. It went through such a rigorous thing.
Craft.
I mean, give me a fucking break. That had scotch tape on it.
Oh my goodness.
It's quite a high dose of radiation, but it was only about as much as taking 10 or 15 flights a year. But in a single
give me a fuck.
And they tracked a journey through the Van Allen belts to minimize.
They didn't track it. They lost all the telemetry data. They didn't track it. They don't have any of the tracking.
You're just talking about human beings.
And then we don't get to see the rest of that conversation. So
wow, because he probably schooled him, dude. And I can't believe he let that in. Did you see his lip? His upper lip started convulsing. I thought he was almost gonna have a stroke when he when he brought up, look at the picture of a lunar lander.
He's unscripted. It's all going downhill, and this was even edited and released. Yeah. God knows what else happened.
Right. It's so I mean, think of all the things.
Imagine Dan talking to us live. Hey, Dan, you're probably listening. Shoot me an email. I'll let you on this show right now. But you won't because you're a pussy. Your middle name is Rainbow.
Pink puppy.
I was doing my YouTube video earlier, but I'm done. So you get yours.
Have a good one. Bye.
Yeah, you too, mate. Yeah, cheers.
I mean, you could do this anytime. You're just going to go there and say, Earth's a globe and change my mind. Well, we already know that everybody was indoctrinated to believe something. So what are you proving? That everyone's indoctrinated? Great. That's the point.
And he's trolling a place where indoctrinated, sleeping people are hanging out, and he hit a flat earther.
Right. And
Yeah.
a few. I mean, and then he gets to the end. I don't think we need
There's
to watch
actually a lot of flat earthers, but I don't even like that term, because a lot of people, what I'm saying is they don't vibe with they're what do they call not in love with the globe. There's a lot of people actually like
flat
that.
earthers are there. I mean, let's say there's 3%. I mean, let's just say, well, that's
It's
only
more
3
than that. It's more than that.
But
if a
that's
whole
what-
baseball team, if the whole St. Louis Cardinals baseball team or whatever were
Well, what do
flat
you think?
earthers, then
Jaron, I'm having a hard time booking non-flat Earth shows. The more and more people they're questioning, and they're.
So what would you say a percentage is? 15?
50.
50% of people are flat earthers?
maybe.
No,
Why
50%
not?
are questioning the globe.
Okay, well, they all should question the globe. But
Doubter. Let's say.
let's hear what he says here at
That's
the
it.
end, too.
No flat earthers.
Oh, so he says, like,
Single flat earther.
not a single one, he says. Oh, I went on there.
Joy
What about the guy you just talked
Thank
to that
you.
doesn't believe in space?
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
So there we go. 4 separate sessions of coming on Omegle.
Uh-huh.
I think it's about 3 or 4 hours. No, maybe 3 hours in total of looking, and not one.
So he says 4 separate sessions, right? But you'll notice something that the entire time. So here he is at the beginning of the show. What's he wearing? He's wearing a
the nation's best
gray
local.
Nike hoodie. What's he wearing in this thing? Oh, that one's the green one. Sorry, I thought he had just wore the gray one the whole time. Gray one,
He loves Nike.
gray one, and then at the end of the video, he's still wearing the gray one. So I don't know what he means by 4 hours. He was on here 4 hours with these people. That's he got some sort of life, my friend.
That's quite correct.
Anyway,
Good
that
man.
guy's a joke.
Well-
I can't stand him, and he doesn't say anything that's worth anything. Give me some
And
stuff.
that video that Flat Earth Brothers put out, showing the correlation between him, the pilot, which we're going to talk about next.
Oh, the whiteout.
Yeah, that these guys are all working for somebody, where somebody's making their thumbnails, somebody's scripting them. They're all doing it. And what's his name? Fat Earth guy.
Anybody? I gotta look this up. Well, who?
Fight the Fat Earth, or
Yeah, fight the fat shirt. You mean?
fight the fat shirt. Yeah, I mean he's in on it. That gave them away, and these guys never addressed it. They never addressed it. And all of a sudden, their thumbnails are changing. They're busted.
Wait, why are the thumbnails changing? What the fuck?
Because we noticed the same person was making all of their thumbnails. Using the same-
Well, they could have been using the same program, maybe.
No. They were using the same.
You can
design
tell. I'm saying
background,
you
the
can
same-
tell. You can tell if it's the same person making it because they have
It's
a
the same
design.
person.
Are they good? Were they really good? I don't even look at their shit. I don't subscribe. I don't even like to watch. I don't even like their negative energy. It's just so fucking annoying.
I think it's in the debunking the debunkers on the app, that video, but you can probably find it on. I think it's Flat Earth Brothers that did it originally, but it got mirrored a bunch of places.
Give me 1 second. Again, this thing fell off. I don't know what's going on.
While you're doing that, let me give you a quick
Yes.
app update. Some people that have Android that were having crashing problems, if you're having that, the new update hopefully will fix it. And there's a new feature. You guys can see that in the photos. I now have GIFs, which were only on iOS before. Now with the new update as of this morning, you can now have GIFs in the app, so you can bring up this silliness when you're talking to somebody. So anybody that has GIFs that they want to see on the app, send them to me, info@theflatearthpodcast.com. And if they're good, helpful, something that you'd like to have at the tip of your fingers, that'd be great. And then also in the sponsor page, my favorite and the one
I want to
now
start over, Dave. I
is-
didn't have that on video till now. Go ahead and start
Oh,
over.
you're kidding me.
It's not that
Are you on
bad.
video now?
Yes, you're on now.
So on the sponsor page, we have our Flat Earth salsa people, as good as, if not better than my Flat Earth sauce. So I'm now out of business in my money-losing hot sauce business where I would never sell them. I kept losing money because I give them all away. Their sauce is amazing. So check that out in the sponsor page there. But the gifts, I now have gifts in the app for iOS and Android. So when you're talking to somebody, so I've seen so many great Flat Earth gifts, and now I can't find any of them that I'm looking for them. So that's the first one I put in there. But if anyone has some, send them to me. I'll put them on live while we're on the show right here. They'll be on everyone's app across the plane instantaneously. And that's it for the update.
Sweet. So, the other guy we got to talk about is Kelsey, because Kelsey finally returned one of my, it took me forever to even reach him.
And who is Kelsey?
Yeah, I'm bringing up his little video here. So
you
want to
go. If you choose my airline.
Stop talking. All right. So we'll bring that up real quick. So Kelsey is that pilot from, what's his, oops, why is that there? Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Okay. There we go. It's better. So he's this pilot from, I don't know what airlines or whatever, but he made this video saying that he's got a way to prove that the Earth is round, and he's going to take this flight. And so a bunch of us reached out and said, let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's book it. Let's get the price so that I can do a GoFundMe and we can sell tickets. Maybe it's like, if you donate whatever you want, but if you donate over 2,500, you get a ticket on the flight. Donate over 4,000, you can have 2 tickets, that kind of thing. Because I'm guessing the flight would be $500,000. That's just a guess. I don't know, but we would get there eventually, I think. So he says things like this in his video.
Charter the 747 from. I will volunteer to.
So he says, if we
anywhere you want to go.
Wait, let's do that one more time. Anywhere you want to go. Listen to him.
Make some profit on it. It doesn't really matter to me, but you can charter this aircraft and go anywhere you want to go. If you choose my
full of shit.
So he says, if you choose my airline to charter the 747 from,
volunteer to fly that aircraft, and we can all be Christopher Columbus for a few days. I've even come up with a basic flight plan of where to go so you can prove or disprove.
Okay, so we contacted him. We said, we want to change the destination because, number one, you said we can go anywhere we want to go, number one. So that means we can change the destination to wherever we want. So looking at what Banjo was talking about, I totally agreed. And I think we should also end up where we started, not fly out of Miami, come back to LA. So I told him, hey, I kept reaching out to him saying, give me a price for a flight, LA to Buenos Aires to Perth, Perth back to LA, a night at each location. And he kept not getting back to me. Finally, he got back to me, and his answer is like, oh, dude, I'm just a pilot and a YouTube guy. I'm not a booking agent. And I said, I'm not asking you to be a booking agent, dude. You said that your airline, if we chose your airline, you would be the pilot. Okay, number one, we accept. We'll choose your airline. Number two, you can be pilot. We accept. All right, so far we're doing really good, right? So the next step would be talk to your airline and get me a damn price, dude. He's like, well, you can just call different companies and figure out where you can go. No.
Yeah.
We're choosing you. You said that you'll be pilot. And I'm like, now I think you realize that you've never flown over the Antarctica for a reason, because you can't.
Jaron, this is what he's saying, that we can do this flight right here.
Yes.
Right?
Well, let me bring that up because I've got this screen up. Yes. Don't screw up. There you go.
Whoa,
that's what he says.
Yeah.
So,
and Dad.
Let's do it. We want to do it because that flight is about 7,500 miles or so. Should take about 14 hours or less. I mean, really, planes go 550, 600 miles per hour. So it can even be quicker than that. And again, now he's like saying, oh, but no, you just need to go get some pricing and you need to, it's like, no, you said you'd be pilot and you said if we chose your company, but he won't even tell us who his company is. So this is the kind of thing, this is why I said, hold these people's feet to the fire. Don't let them get away with this nonsense because...
Yeah, but it's almost not worth it, Jaron, because it takes all your loose or your good vibrational energy away. It sucks you down. It's like I'm fighting. I'm saying... Really? Because I'm fighting with the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, now, like I'm just, I know, but I'm fighting with this other representative of the Chiefs right now. I'm like, why am I even arguing with these people? Why am I giving them my energy?
What do you got there, Dave?
It's like,
this is the actual 2 flight paths that they go. They go from, those are the stops, multiple stops.
Right.
And that's the way the flight goes, depending on the trade winds, I guess.
And there's no nonstop flights from Buenos Aires to, no. Go ahead and look. You'll be looking for a long, long time.
Right.
But he says we can just book this 747 and go anywhere we want to go. But of course, now that we go to him and say, all right, we're in, Mark Sargent's in, we're going to promote it. Here's the locations we want to do. Now all of a sudden he's got an issue.
How stupid it is. It goes from Buenos Aires to Houston to Los Angeles. Sometimes it goes to Miami and then Los Angeles. So that's 2 stops. Sydney and then Perth,
right?
And maybe they go back this way to Singapore, to Europe.
That's a long ass trip too. That's like 2 days, But he also puts a white outline on him, so it's good that we held him to the fire. I'm still. Let me see if he answered. I don't think he answered me, but we were going back and forth on the Instagram, which I never even use, but. trying to see. I don't know how you look up comments. He was commenting. Now I don't see anything. Dave, did you see my Instagram post? I haven't made an Instagram post in forever. Did you see it?
No, I did not. Tell me about it.
Oh, it's great. It's me and Owen, and I put the man, the myth, the legend, and Owen, and some Junicorn behind us. It's a picture where me and Owen are taking a picture, and there's little tiny Dave Weiss behind it. It's my first Instagram post in like 2 years.
Yeah, I saw that. No, I was kind of wondering, Jaron, what's that all about? Now you're trying to get on the Instagram game. Why do you not like social media? I don't understand how you don't.
No,
like
I do
social
like
media.
it. It's just there's too many.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's too many. So you kind of get disillusioned with the whole thing. But yes, I like.
I saw that. I'm like, now is what I'm saying is now it's like when you post it for 2 years, it's like just like either shit or get off the pot. Either be a post dog, either be a post daddy.
You have to remember the reason I went there was because I'm trying to get a hold of this pilot. So I'm usually not even there. So I'm there,
okay, I see.
And then I'm like, oh, well, I'm here. I should post something because
that's better for you. I'm complaining. That's way better that you don't look at Instagram. I look at it so fucking much, and I don't even like it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, why am I looking at this? No, it's so fucking
Twitter.
stupid.
Twitter I can kind of deal with, because I think there's
Twitter.
There's news on Twitter. I search hashtags. I read
Twitter.
a lot of news. I read a lot of news. I discover shit on
The only
Twitter.
time I look at Twitter, I post on Twitter, never look, and then when you post something in our group chat, Alex, I'll click it. I'm like, all right, what has Alex got today?
I don't know if you can see this here, Dave. There you go. There's the picture here. Oops.
Well, you speak of Owen. It's funny. This guy I like, Jay Dyer. Y'all want to see this video that he posted of Owen going nuts? Y'all want to see this video? He hates Owen.
Owen did
it's
a whole
guy.
stream on him today.
Yeah, do you want to see the video that Owen's posting, like calling him like the Antichrist and stuff? Let me find it on my Twitter. Hold on, let me pull it up.
And Jaron, did you look at Jeff's video today? Did you see he just included the part where what's that?
So that little cartoon at the beginning, we have to show that in the second half. It's so good.
That was hysterical. And then the fucking robot dogs, fucking Dark Mirror.
No, that's not real, dude.
That's not real.
It's remote control, dude. Don't fall for that. There's no fucking...
No. But they're having a remote control dog. I didn't say it was.
What the hell it's gonna do? What the hell's?
I don't know. Does it?
They
have
could attach a
weapons
gun to it. Yeah, they could attach a gun to it. You don't think that's a big deal? I was looking at that and thinking that's a nightmare. Okay. Here, let's just watch.
I can run from the robot dog, dude.
What do you
mean? What if you're in the park? Yeah, what if you're in the park, dude?
Guns. Come on, don't let them scare you like that. Come on. It's not gonna happen.
A
robot dog with a gun is gonna come behind you and shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black Mirror.
Camp.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm Baby Truther.
Let me get a share screen. Let's watch some of this.
There you go. See you, Dave, back here. Really nice.
Yeah, there I am. That's called perspective, dude. That's why the sun sets.
No, you're really that tall.
I'm actually twice the size of both of you. That's due to perspective.
No, you're going over the curve. Look at it. You're going over the curve behind us. Let's be honest here.
Am I sharing?
I don't know. Oh, let me unshare or whatever you call it. Every time I do this, the sharing's causing me problems today. I gotta fix this. For some reason. Okay, now you're sharing. Let me get back over there and watch.
It's gay.
Oh, that's it.
I mean, I think Owen's being funny with this. I don't know why. I didn't watch Owen's. So I want to hear what Owen had to say. We'll just watch a little bit of this.
Maximize the square button.
The Trinity is gay. It's gay. And a bunch of these squirmy little Catholics are never going to be. But Big Bear, I'll explain to you the Trinity. I'm a pattern cracker. The Trinity is nonsense. The Trinity is pederasty, in my opinion.
I mean, it's not that I don't think that's crazy what he's saying. I don't think that sounds. I think that this Jay Dyer guy is like a huge Christian. It's just like hurting his feelings. But the Jay Dyer guy is really smart. I mean, he's a well-respected guy, but fuck, that's just is what it is. You guys I want to watch a little more. You guys gonna see it?
You want to poke the bear? I'll just.
What were you gonna say?
No, I say, is it bad? Do we want to wait second hour on that one?
I can't hear you.
What?
Hello?
We're here.
Jaron?
Can't hear us?
Well,
I'll burn this motherfucker. Just like those SJWs on their knees, begging for forgiveness from the brothers.
Jaron, are you there?
Yes, we're here.
When I pause it, I can't hear you.
Just don't
it's so annoying.
You're retarded. There's four points of a cross, guys. Where's the fourth? Oh no, the fourth one is when we squirt. Father, Son, and oh Jesus. Trinity is Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Right. So how do you make the baby without a vagina? Father, Son, Holy Ghost? Yeah, I'm going to fucking pass on that. Father, Son, Holy Squirt? Father, Son, and Holy Squirt.
So what is
Father,
this guy?
Son.
Thinks he's
I mean, it's a 2-minute video. That's what I'm saying. They're like literally calling him the Antichrist for having his interpretation of God. And I think Owen, I know Owen calls himself a Christian. Like, that's what I'm saying. Even these Christians want to eat each other up over their own religious dogma. It's like, but hey, let's watch another 30 seconds. I just want to, it's kind of, I mean, I laughed at this one.
Son and
That
Holy
is
Squirt.
funny.
Father, Son, and Holy Squirt. You were trying to justify Father, Son, Holy Squirt. Guys, we all know what this is. That's the Holy Squirt. Oh no! You've just sexualized my... Dude, Big Bear, without the Trinity, I can't squirt. Oh, Jesus, I got something in my butt. I'm stripping the shaft. That ain't my father. That's a pimp in a house wearing a bedazzled dickhead hat. My P.O. box. And you want to tell me what I should think about with your bullshit religion? I'm seeing that crazy... Just fuck off.
I mean, I think he's got a point. I mean, I think... I don't know why they're really going after him. I guess when you're just, talk about Gnosticism, everybody thinks they're right. But I think Owen was just being a comedian there.
People hate when
but
you
what did
don't-
Owen say about Jay Dyer? I got to watch it because Jay Dyer was complaining. He said a bunch of people came over and attacked Jay Dyer. Was like, I got attacked by a bunch of bears. I was like, I figured that was going to happen.
It all comes down to people don't like when you're not in a belief system. Period. It's you have to be in a belief system for people to be happy. And if you have your own, if you want to be in the middle, or you want to say, I like to weigh things out, or I want to think critically, people don't like that. They're like,
we see people that are in a belief system, and we don't have a problem with them.
Okay,
Great,
there's God.
enjoy. It's nice.
There's the child.
Very interesting.
There's the
Tell
mother.
me more about it. I'm very interested. Well, I'm not in your belief system. Big deal. Everyone has their system that's right for them.
and the only thing I do care about is that you're a good person. That's it. Just be a good person, right? And if your belief system leads you to not be a good person, then I have a problem with your belief system. But otherwise, I have no problem with it.
Damn it.
Alex, fix your shit. Alex is flipping out. I'm trying to find my comments with... Would he have deleted my comments on his Instagram? That's gonna
Owen plugged my app today, and he called it, again,
No.
Stars, Moon, and Sun app.
You can't get the name right.
It's over. Now, even if he ever remembers it, he'll never call it by the right name.
Right. I'm like baffled if this is really true. I think this guy removed my comments.
On what video?
No, I'm talking about that pilot. We were conversating back and forth, and I was kind of, a little bit calling him out.
For sure he did. If he saw you have 100-something thousand subs.
But I'm kind of shocked. Like, they were there yesterday, 2 days ago. I mean, there's no way. That's really weird. I don't see him anywhere on here. Because he said something that, no, doesn't show any comments there. All right, there's no notification like on Twitter where it says mentions or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand Instagram. Do I have to go to somebody's post and actually look through their comments to find my comment and him replying to me?
Well, you should see in your notifications that if you're replying to a comment, so it's the
heart.
Yeah, or the
heart I thought would be likes. How would that be notifications? No, it's people that liked your stuff.
Yeah, but you're gonna see it in that activity section if you commented or anything with you.
Oh.
That's your activity section.
That's what the heart is?
Yes.
All right, well, I'll try and find it later. But yeah, I don't see it on here. He did. We were going back and forth. And I just wanted to show that. But anyway, so he just simply says, "Oh, you got to call somebody else. All you got to do." I'm like, "Well, then what'd you make a video for, dude?" I mean, it'd be like me saying, like, "Here's this test that we can do, and this test we're going to do to prove the globe." And then people start reaching out to me like, "Yeah, we're interested in your test." And me being like, "I don't do tests. Go find somebody else to do." Well, then what'd you make the video for? You're a pilot. You have a company. They charter 747s. They have multiple different configurations, you say, and we can fly anywhere we want. But now all of a sudden you got to call somebody. I'm not a booking agent. Well, then don't make videos. Anyway,
I can't believe you thought some guy on the internet would I mean, he's so full of shit. I mean, that guy, it's from a mile away. That guy, like wearing that outfit.
Well, he's a pilot. I mean, you
yeah,
can see.
but he sucks dick at being a pilot. He's probably a shitty pilot, flies some shitty bullshit planes. He basically flies one engine plane. I mean, he's a pilot like an Uber driver is a cab driver. I mean, he's not fucking. He's not.
It looks like he's a 747 pilot. I'm just saying. Again,
He's still. Maybe he flies a 747 all fucking day. He still not have keys to one. You know what I mean? He knows he doesn't just have access. So when he puts it out there, like, oh, we can do this. He's so full of shit.
He didn't make that video himself. That was a organized, well scripted blind offer.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna. I'll probably have to do a video and call him out and say, look, you said you can prove this, so prove it. Put your money where your mouth is. Get us the total, the price, and I bet you they come back and say it's $4 million. That's going to be their way of getting around it, right? Anyway, by the way, if you don't know, my shirt is propaganda. CBS, CNN, and NBC, Fox, the whole thing. And I got it from Truth Revolution Clothing.
What about the hat? Is the hat Truth Revolution Clothing?
It is not. It is Amazon. It is Jeff Bezos.
Amazon.
$220 billion because he needed that. No, it's from Nathan Stolman. If you don't know Nathan Stolman, I did a show with him the other night on crypto. Dave, what's going on with the crypto market?
That's Nathan's hat. Nathan has a Bitcoin hat.
Dude,
no, Nathan has a shirt.
Oh, duh.
Dave, what's going on with the market? Are you just getting rich? Are you ready to retire? Are we ready to go to Vieques yet?
Working on it.
Alex, we gotta get you in before it passes you up.
I know. I'm so fucked. I'm already.
Dude, you gotta. Everyone needs to listen to Dollar Vigilante's today's video. He's basically, bottom line is he's talking about what a pirate chain is, what Monero is, and Bitcoin, and he's like, and because pirate chain has 10 times the amount of coins that Bitcoin has, right now pirate chain's at $2. So he says pirate chain could very well take over Bitcoin because this is what. It could very well take over Bitcoin. So that's like buying Bitcoin at $20 because it's 10 times the amount. So it's at $2. So if you could buy Bitcoin at $20 right now, how much Bitcoin would you buy?
Well, let me tell you this. This is about money. It's a little different. So my friend I was like a guy I went to high school with. There's like a successful restaurant chain, and I'm still friends with him, but my dad went to the opening of the restaurant, and it's a chicken restaurant. I don't eat meat anymore, but my dad's like, you need to go try it and go try the macaroni or something. So I'm trying to talk shit on the guy's restaurant, even though he has like 4 different restaurants. His restaurants are cashless. So I'm like, I can never go there because it's cashless. And my dad's like, oh, that's lame. But I'm just like, I will never go there. I don't care that I just grew up with him. I won't go there. But what I'm saying is this guy's like at the forefront, even though he's a small independent business. That's the future. So we're so fucked. Is like, even though you guys love Bitcoin and it's like that is the future, but that also is this dystopian. It's like, I can't believe I can't go to a diner and I hand somebody a $20 bill. That's like in a couple of years, that's not going to be a thing. You're not going to be able to go to Waffle House and go to a bar and hand a girl $1 tip or go to get a lap dance and put a $20 bill in a girl's G-string. It'll be like a $20.
Actually, you can with Pirate Chain.
No, but I'm saying money will be gone. What I'm saying is money will be gone. It's not you. I'm saying cashless society is here. It's like even, and so me being like stuck and my dad's like, why would you not eat there? And I'm like, why am I the old fogey being like, I want to go back to the old way? But seriously, I'm wishing for that nostalgia. So it's just kind of this sick future where there's going to be no cash. It's going to be just like your credit, your social credit score is tied in with your bank account, that's tied in with your chip, that's tied in with your ID and your Google account, that's tied in with your email, that's tied in with your 7 passwords, that's tied in with your, future credit score, whether you can own property or not. It's just like the digitization of money. I know it's going to happen. You guys are 100% right. It just sucks dick.
Alex, no, you're partially right there. But right now, they're trying to get everyone to have a COVID pass. If everyone has a COVID pass, essentially they have their own wallet. Then the feds can put in a federal, crypto currency, because once everyone has the COVID pass, they already have their own wallet. But until that happens, they're not going to be able to do it. So right now, by using these other cryptos, privacy coins like Monero and Pirate Chain, right? And by the way, people that don't want to hear crypto, we're going to talk about it for 2 minutes. And in a year or 2 years from now, we can just say we told you so. And so having them, you can have free, no one can see what you're doing. It's completely private. So yeah, getting rid of money isn't the greatest thing, but the privacy coins are as private as cash, easier to move than cash. Like, hey, let's say I needed to give somebody $100,000 that's in friggin' Australia. Well, with cash, I got to send a package. I can't wire the money from a bank, but I can send them Monero or a Pirate Chain and nobody would ever know. Or while we're passing each other on the street, they can scan my QR code. Bam, they got it, right? I could set it. You could do it. It is the way to go. And right now,
yeah, but David, do you remember a time? Let me just tell you this. Do you remember a time when we all didn't have a cell phone and like you were more free when people would leave a message on a voicemail? And do you remember how that was better? But I'm saying, no, real quick. Do you remember how that was better, David? Do you remember that lifestyle was better? Now we're in hell.
We're not.
So I'm saying now we're in hell. So now let's think about a digitalist. I'm saying you guys are right, but we're gonna have no currency. So in 5 years, it's gonna be hell. I can't go and pay a girl $5. I can't pay a person $20 to mow my lawn. So it's just going to be fucked up because think about all these immigrants. I'm just thinking about the nightmare of all the immigrants that aren't going to have money. They're going to have to steal shit because they're not even going to have a crypto wallet. So I'm just saying, but it's going to be much worse because then it's going to be this even scarier black market. And I'm just saying the digitization of money is going to be a fucking nightmare. So I get that you guys are on the forefront.
What do you mean though?
I know, but I'm saying the fact that we're going to cashless. I'm not hating on y'all. I just hate the idea of the future.
Yeah, but I think
money.
You're a little bit too think of how hard it is to teach an old person to do something. You really think that they're just going to get rid of cash? What are the old people going to do? Just not be able to pay for anything?
No, it's not that, Jaron. I use a credit card every day. I'm just talking about the nostalgia of the fact that the future of money is going into cryptocurrency. You guys are 100% right. It just sucks dick that it's going to be cryptocurrency. It's going to be a very dystopian, very scary future.
Why not hijack it before they take it over? Why not hijack it?
That's fair. That's fair.
These privacy coins are hijacking it. If these coins go mainstream before they get everyone to have their own, Kobe pass, then their whole system could crash. Here's the problem, and then we can actually switch off of this because we got plenty to talk about. Is these people that are running the world? They're just people. They're not the smartest people. They're trying to maintain power. They're desperate. Yep. Okay. They make mistakes. They make lots of mistakes. That's true. We can outsmart them. That's my belief. That could be baby truther talk. I think trying to get back into the club.
But yeah, you're back in. You're
not gonna go to truth heaven, David. You're not gonna go to truth or heaven. See, that's the see. You commit the mortal sin by becoming a real adult truther.
My finger's on the mute button, but I'm not gonna click it.
You don't want the mortal truth.
The thing with tangible assets, and this is something whether you want to admit it or not, the fakes are getting too good. Right. So we are getting to a place now where you can't really you can have the U.S. government that puts a ton of money into minting dollars and they put security strips in it and use special cotton paper. And right. So they do all the cost that goes into that. But that's because money controls the nation. So they need to control the money. All of a sudden, there's something that you can carry in your head. Dude, you can memorize 12 words. You have all your money in your head. You can travel the world. There's no counterfeiting. It's impossible to counterfeit. So think of how somebody can sell you fake gold. What are you going to do walk on the street and hand somebody some gold and they have to rub it on a stone and put some acid on there to see.
Jaron, you taught me this as Americans, for something to make successful in America is to make something that makes it easier. So, Americans are lazy. So what I'm saying is in the future is as soon as we make things that are so easy, that takes away our freedom. We become less free when everything's just easy. When Domino's Pizza and I can just say, hey, Alexa, send me 5 pizzas right now. And then they send you 5 pizzas. That's hell. I'm not trying to hate on it. I know I'm speaking in hyperbole. I'm just saying that is the dystopian future. That's not good. It would be much better. It'd be much better if you had to get on your bicycle and go pick up a pizza instead of being like, Amazon, send me a dildo to shove up my ass. And then Amazon will send you a dildo the next day and you can shove her out of breast. That's weird that can really do that.
Maybe even the same day. They can, if you're in the right area, you can get it the same day.
We're in hell already. And I'm not trying to be black pilled. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate because I get it. I was just urging for this today. I was just thinking, like, God, it would be so nice. This guy was telling a story how he's at Candlestick Park, Jaron, during the earthquake and how he couldn't call and none of the phones worked. And I was like, wait, that would be so cool. That would be so cool if I could go back in time machine. Nobody could get a hold of me. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have an email. That's so freeing. And we'll never have that. And I was like, wait, I'll never have that again because there'll be never excuse why I shouldn't have a cell phone. Like with my dad, I'm like, Dad, what the fuck? I didn't talk to you for 36 hours. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? We'll never have that freedom where it would be just normal to go, oh, I didn't talk to my blah, blah, for a month.
But here's the thing, Alex. Don't you think, because Plain Permaculture was saying saying some of the same things, that we need to go back to gardening and we need to go back to a homestead. And I totally agree, right? But I don't have the money to do that.
I'm not even talking about that, Jared. I'm not even talking about homesteading because I can't leave the city. I kind of anti that too, and I'm not saying people shouldn't do that. I'm talking about going back to 1997 where we're not. I know. That's what I'm saying. Before the World Wide Web, if we could go back to 1996 where we just had big block cell phones, that's all we needed. We don't need this.
Pagers?
Yes, pagers is perfect. If we could just go back to pagers, and that's the problem is we're going to go back to this because we're not going to have technology because we shut down the internet, and we're going to go back to all these old technologies that we all threw away. So we're fucked. like what is like Bob has a ham radio. He's probably going to be good, and he'll probably be able to talk to people. We all need to figure out. And that's black pilling, nihilist talk.
I get it. It's just I think we have to recognize where things are going, the direction things are going, and it's not. We can't stop it. We're not going to stop that.
No way. No way.
Especially when it's becoming too easy. But I agree with Dave that I do think that humanity has a chance. And what I'm most shocked at is out of any group, thank you very much for the, I believe it was super chat. I don't know. What I do think is true is that, what I'm shocked at is that truthers aren't more into crypto. Simply because of the groups behind it.
Because everybody's poor, Jaron. No truthers are any money. That's why. Boom.
And so what you do is you still kind of look into it and you still understand it, and then you grasp it and you're like, okay, this is. If there's any chance, like I asked Dave on Monday, I said, Dave, if a flat earther becomes a millionaire, it's 100% because of crypto coins. There's zero chance it happens otherwise.
A lot of people are going to become millionaires because of cryptocurrency. Like millions of people will be. There's no doubt. There's already people that are. A lot of millions.
Right.
I'm just saying there's no doubt.
So if flat earthers have a chance, or truthers or conspiracy theorists have a chance at ever being anywhere near what you would call wealthy or having enough money where they can do things and help the movement, it's going to come from crypto. Unfortunately, that's just there's no other option. There's nothing. No other.
It's the only way to hit a big boom and X. And I'm not a financial advisor, but that's the only way to strike, oil, as they say. What is it? What is the Beverly Hillbillies? They struck oil. That's the only modern day way to do it. And we missed the e-commerce internet boom, so now it's the Bitcoin boom. So I need to get in on it. I'm just sick to my stomach. I just want to go back to 1996 WWE, not having my dad borrowing my friend's house phone to call somebody, not having to freaking worry about it, and maybe even writing a letter. Even if people still write letters. I'm just saying.
I like to write a letter.
Fuck, dude, it was a better time and place. Now I get why all these old people used to talk about how good times were, and they were living during WW2 and all that shit. Because it probably still was better. It was still probably better during wartime. Then it was less anxiety.
What's the world going to look like in 20 years? No clue, huh? Zero.
Dude, I don't even think there's going to be corporate media. I think it's going to be so fucked up. It's going to be a government media or independent. I have no idea.
I'm not. Dave doesn't think we'll get to 20 days. So
we're going to get to 20 years. We're going to get to 20 years for sure. It's just going to literally be George Orwell's.
Marty
84.
leads on.
Yeah, okay. Let's get to the Patrons. Sorry, we're ending the stream for the people, for the 127 people watching.
For those of you that haven't joined Patreon yet, Jaron and I have a quota of 10 times each to use the Alex mute button. So during the Patreon team side, Alex will be muted at least 20 times.
And I get to use the middle finger button an unlimited amount of times. So
yes,
remember that.
Absolutely.
Remember that. Okay. So.
We'll allow that. Yeah, we'll be able to talk about some more stuff. So Marty, bring Marty on so he can say hi to people before we move over there. And you can't even log in now. Alex, what's your cheapest Patreon level?
$5. I made it to $5. I just uploaded it to $5. So we are $5. I know that's a lot, guys, but hey, that's the one thing, Jaron.
Not a lot for a month.
It's not a lot. And I'm saying we're worth it, dude. I was just listening to another guy talk about it. If you're worth the price, you pay what something is worth. I'm not saying I don't want to give you free content. I'm going to give you guys a ton of free shit. But if you want to get some of the exclusive stuff, $5. That's a tip at a diner. That's your tip to your pizza guy. That's your tip to your Uber Eats guy. You tip me like a waiter at your restaurant, and I'm going to give you way better service. Give me a break.
I like it.
I'm not going to defend it. You know what I'm saying? That's all my defending. Well, I'll keep defending it, but that's my position.
We'll bring Marty on for just a quick second, and we'll say our laters. I'm trying to think if there's... Oh, I got to add the ending. Sorry. You gave him the link?
I did.
Then I want to talk about math. Also, Dave, maybe I'll bring up Google Earth and show you what I'm talking about that video with Elon Musk, because it's ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's not true.
Right. That's one of the top 10 reasons we know the Earth is a globe, where if you go 10,000 miles, take a right-hand turn and another right-hand turn.
This video, Dave, says if you go 1 mile south, and turn and go 1 mile west and then 1 mile north, you'll end up where you started. That's the whole.
Only at the North Pole.
Yes, right. And then when you look
on a flat Earth or globe Earth.
Correct. Yeah, but here's the thing: they think that the fact that we're walking straight. They say, "Oh, just go west." It's like, yeah. Now you see when it's a 1 mile circle that it's a circle. Now think about if it's a 1 mile circumference circle. Think of how that's. I think I figured it out. 17 football fields, right? So even at that means you're barely like 1,500 feet from the North Pole. And you still have to walk 17 football fields in a circle. You couldn't even really tell you were turning in that. You wouldn't even be able, if you were just walking, you wouldn't be able to tell you walked in a mile circle. You would think you were going straight the whole time because it's 17.
I think in a mile you could notice the curve.
Maybe ish, right?
Yeah. I always say,
but not
on a track that was 100 miles around, perfect circle, and you were driving in a car at 90 miles an hour, you wouldn't know that you were turning.
So you think if we put 17 football fields in a row, but we kind of edged them so that they turn around in a circle, you're saying you would be able to tell you weren't walking straight? Think of a football field. I mean, you're walking one football field. It's just straight. Walk end zone to end zone, and then have each one turn around and come back. I don't think you'd even notice. All right, where's Marty? Yeah. So anyway, we'll do that. What did I say needed to end? This one?
What was I going to say about that?
Well, I'll show you on Google Earth and we'll talk about it because I don't understand how this video is on YouTube and how everybody in the comments, oh, it's so amazing, man. It's because, it's just sickening. And then somebody in there says something about flat Earth, and then there's a commenter in there saying, Earth can't possibly be flat. How does a plane fly west and come back to where it started? I'm like, dude, the video just told you exactly the answer of that. The video just said it. Oh, boy. So, yes, become a patron. You get all the access at my website. For me, but I want to promote Alex a little bit too. Get some love to Alex.
Yeah, no, you guys, I'm just saying, anybody that joins, I really appreciate it. Jaron, you kind of called me out earlier because I was complaining. I wasn't complaining. I did say that I was going really fast. I was, gaining like every stream, like 10 or 15 patrons, and now I don't even gain one a stream. So it's like some of that momentum, but I'm not complaining. I'm so thankful for every patron. And so if you guys want to join
in the back room.
Me, Jaron, or ours, it's $5. Thank you.
Remember how hosting works, Dave?
Oh, yeah. I just realized I'm the host also.
Marty,
is that your I'm not in Hawaii anymore hat?
It's cold. It's still cold. How's it going, guys?
What up? Are you admitting to be a baby truther, or are you here to teach us the wrongs of our ways?
I'm a baby truther, I guess. I didn't even know where that came from until I started watching you today. So that's hilarious.
RV just says we're not quite up to snuff, I guess you would say.
You know what? You gotta respect RV. That's all.
I do. Like I said, he's great for new people. I listened to the show the other day, and he's spot on with so much that he says. Now, again, sometimes does he go a little bit far? Yeah. But I like to believe that Taylor Swift's a guy. A girl.
That's gay.
What?
Liking to believe that she's a guy. That's gay.
That is kind of gay, but in that context. But that's not. I don't think you're being gay in that sense. But RV. I mean, O.J. Simpson. That's a big thing where him and I disagree. I don't know if O.J. Simpson killed her. He thinks that was totally fake. Like I'd like to think that was real. Like somebody, Nicole Brown.
That's why we're baby truthers. So at least we admit it because we don't go as far. Or
Marty, what do you think? Do you think Nicole Brown Simpson died?
I have zero opinion on that at all.
Okay, cool.
Marty is a chicken truther.
Okay.
I'm a chicken truther, yes. I'll only deal with certain subjects. So OJ is not one of them. But
OJ is one of my favorite. Oh my God, Buffalo Bills running back. I could sit here and talk about OJ. Did you watch the Naked Gun franchises at least? Did you like Leslie Nielsen?
Of course. Yes, of course. Yes.
He's one of the best actors. So OJ Simpson's one of the best actors. As a murderer, he's the number one actor, I think, of all murderers.
So he's an actor. So exactly. So it's proven. It's fake.
It's fake. There you go. Boom.
There you go.
And it was on the mainstream news.
Owen Benjamin was an actor. His whole life, fake.
Wow, there you go.
I'm saying it 100%.
I like it.
I like it too. I would.
All right, so what are you gonna teach us real quick, and then we'll move over to the patron stream. Just give us a little teaser.
What's that?
What are you going to teach us?
What are you going to teach us about math? That you're taking the position math is reality?
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that. So what I mean by that is that math is an absolutely a universal language, right? It's unquestionable that anybody that deals with math will deal when they deal with math, doesn't matter what language, where they were born, when they were born, math will always be the same. In other words, 2 + 2 quantitatively is always going to equal 4. The internal degrees of a pentagram is always going to be 540. If you add 1, 2, 3, it's always going to equal 6. There's nothing else in our reality that does that. That is literally a language that's universal in that sort of sense. The reason that I always defend this position is because when I heard about flat Earth, it took me basically about 3 days to realize that we were not in a ball. And the reason I did it was I used math, because I was like, okay, well, if they're telling me there's curvature and it's exponential as a curve does, then it's going to fit, trigonometric functions right? There's trigonometry behind that. So as soon as I saw multiple videos where it's okay, that curvature isn't there, then I knew you had a fundamental problem because it did not fit geometry, Right. Even so, then to even prove that it's flat, what is the medium that you use? Math, right? So when you have somebody like Red's Rhetoric or all of these guys be like, well, the math says so, no, that's just some idiot being like, well, 2 + 2 = 5. It does, Jaron. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Just because he's an idiot doesn't mean that you should look at, or anybody should look at math because as some sort of whatever, that it doesn't really mean anything. It's actually the foundations of logic in that sense. You go so far as we don't realize how much in our life math is rules. The keyboard in front of you, the computer that you're on right now, all built with mathematics and engineering. Correct. The letters that we're speaking, that's all geometric forms. Above those geometric forms are letters, are numbers. You know what I mean? It's like you
Marty, let me ask that, just spitballing the keyboard analogy. Build a computer, and I use the math to make the J be the T, and the T be the G, and the G be the D. So when you type things, now all your words are screwed up. So is the math correct?
Well, the math is correct in which you encoded it.
Right. So you can have math describe things you can have math describe the ball. That's all Reds is doing, is he's taking, math and using it to describe a ball.
Well, this is where math is actually a language, right? In the sense that you can, just like I can use this, my language, English here, or I could use Italian, or I could use French, and I could fill your ear.
Let me hear some French.
Yeah.
Come on.
Je ne sais quoi. Croissant.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
That's my favorite. That's my Moulin Rouge.
Je suis official. Je suis official.
You're fluent.
You were lying.
Wow, Marty, you're fluent, dude. Wow.
Darren,
you can use.
Is your mom from Paris?
Moving over.
We're moving over.
Okay.
You can use just like this. You can use Italian or French or English or whatever to be like, hey, that guy is a woman. And then you look at his penis and it's like, well, no, that's a man. So you can use a language to say something is something other than it is, but you can actually use the same language to go and prove that it's incorrect. Math is no different. So Red's Rhetoric says, oh, I'm using math to explain this. Oh, well, who gives a shit? We can use math to show that what you're saying is incorrect. And that's why I said it took 3 days to understand that I knew that we were no longer on a ball because I knew math worked, Then even when you look at perspective, what are you doing? That's all mathematically based. You're using points, Marty. You're using lines, you're using, so.
Pause for a second. Jaron?
Yes, we'll be arguing about that over on another side.
Arguing, just talking. I'm not going to argue. Maybe you're going to argue, hopefully. I hope you guys argue. I'm
really
going to encourage it.
It's not really arguing, but we're on the same side. But yeah, go, if you're a patron, obviously you already have the link.
Not necessarily. I hate math. I hated Algebra 2. I hate Mrs. Perkins, my 8th grade teacher. I hate her. I have nightmares about her. So if we're going to bring up Algebra 2,
it's in my Patreon already, so it's already there.
Over there. Tomorrow, Jaronism Show, 12 noon. Be there.
Join my Patreon.
This very channel. And also on
Patreon.com, Alex Stein.
All right, guys, we'll see you shortly in about a minute. Peace.
Stand by, Marty.
Well, I turned this off real quick, and that's the wrong exit song.
For the people seeing still on my channel, guys,
my whole thing
go join the Patreon.
Whatever, we're here. We're here now.
I just have to close it off.
Go join the Patreon.
Let me just turn it off.
$5, patreon.com/conspiracycastle. I'll see you over here. You guys get exclusive content. Peace. I love y'all.